District of Columbia. We have newspapers in the Keys. We have newspapers in Seattle, Washington, and as you can see, all different states. The three colors or variations of colors are the three regions that we have. The dark red, which is what we're part of, is the East region. The Minnesota, Wisconsin is the central region, and then we have the West region. So that's kind of how that's set up. But as you can see on the map, we cover a lot of newspapers, but we also have ad agencies, we have tourism publications, and just a lot more. So there's a lot to APG Media. The Adams family, this group of newspapers, also owns Camping World, wineries in France, billboard companies, and real estate companies. So they're a big, strong organization, but we're thankful that they decided to invest in community newspapers. And they really did that because they believe in community and believe in decisions made at the community level. Now, our group of newspapers is known as the Mount Airy News Region. And as you can see, the Mount Airy News, Stokes, Carroll, the Tribune over in Elkin, the Yak and Ripple, all started publication at the turn of the century, the last century. So, I mean, there's a lot of history there that comes with those newspapers. We also publish magazines, special sections. We have events. There are several things that are a part of the Mount Airy News that's not just a newspaper. We do a lot of things that are really just marketing for businesses. We try to make sure that we stay ahead. Our Mounties Awards is, you know, a very popular Reader's Choice Awards where we get thousands and thousands of votes to be counted in that contest. So that's a really popular contest. I'm not going to read through this entire slide, and I'll be happy to share this deck of slides with anybody, but this kind of tells you what our readership numbers are when you look at the Mount Airy News. So daily readership's a little over 11,000 and Sunday readership's a little over 12,000. Just looking there on your right, the digital numbers, these are the people that went to the mountairynews.com. We had 155,000 viewers in June, 832,000 pages viewed in June, and over 13,000 Facebook followers. So people look to a small community newspaper for the news because we want them to be able to trust the news. And especially at a time like now when there's so much about COVID and the dangers or maybe non-dangers, we really work to make sure that that information is correct. And you can see that just since December, our traffic on our website increased significantly when COVID hit in March because people were turning to the newspaper for that. I mentioned the Mountie Awards, and Best of Preps is another event that we do that honors the best of the athletes in the 5-county region. That's a lot of fun as well. And like autumn leaves, everything changed. I know, Travis, you guys are diligently working toward trying to have an event, and we're all keeping our fingers crossed, but it did make it challenging because our Mountie event was in March. Then we moved it to April thinking there might be hope, and so now it's kind of on hold, but we went ahead and announced all our winners. Best of Preps, we did it all digitally this time, and the students seemed to be fine because that's their world anyway. But yeah, the world's changed for all of us. But I'm just going to step through really quick and not take up much time, but I want you to know what else we do other than the things that you normally see done by the newspaper. We also handle social media for customers. We do targeted display advertising, which means that you take your ad and put it in a targeted place for people to see it, which means when they're on their phone, on their smartphone, and they're out and it's about noon, and goodness knows you need pizza at about noon, we can make sure that a pizza ad is showing up in front of people on their phones. We can do that. Geofencing means that we target a certain area and say, hey, we want the ad to show up to anybody that's been in that area. So if someone was looking for a car at your competition, you actually could fence that location. And then when for the next 30 days, they're going to get ads of your car lot or car dealership. We help people drive their SEO, their SEM. We work with reputation management and directory management for our customers. We also do email marketing. We've had a lot of success with that lately. That is people who have chosen that they want to receive emails to say that they want offers. They don't mind getting an offer from a customer. We take their demographics. Maybe you're looking for homeowners or you're looking for businesses. I know we're working with the chamber and have talked to some others about what they're looking for. We're going to match them up with those instead of that mail that came in the mailbox. This is coming to their phone, which is where they live all the time now anyway. We also, during COVID, introduced the community grant program. We still have a little bit of money left in that. So if you haven't applied for a grant, please do so. It is a matching marketing grant, but we'll be happy to step you through that. And while all that's going on, so we have newspaper reporters and designers and working on making sure that newspaper goes out. We have circulation people. And I tell students, you know, what if you had to get 5,000 gallons of milk out every morning? That's what our circulation people do, and don't let it go bad. They work so hard to deliver a lot. Well, we also have a team that is ready to help you with marketing, but we also have that, production side of us. That's the commercial printing side where we're doing that type of work. But we also house the APG Create, which is a division of APG right here in Mount Airy, North Carolina. And so we serve, we do ads constantly for a lot of different locations. In June, we did 4,000 ads, almost 4,000. We do ads for Wilkes-Barre, Pennsylvania, Boone and the High Country here in North Carolina, Chesapeake, Maryland, Greenville, Lenore City, and Maryville, Tennessee, ads for Ohio. We're also the backup for ad production and normal production for newspapers in Rockingham, Laurinburg, and Lumberton. When they got hit with Hurricane Matthew, they had 18 inches of water in their press room. They were printing their newspaper daily here in Mount Airy, North Carolina. So we were really excited to be able to help them do that. Now, it took some logistics work, believe me, but we have a great team and everybody here, super people that work really hard, and we're growing APG Create. We currently have, we filled just a few positions just recently, and we have 2 other positions we're filling because APG wants to send as much work as they possibly can to Mount Airy, North Carolina, and I love it. I'd love for us to be doing the ads for Key West, Florida, and Seattle, Washington. And so we're going to continue to grow that business. And Cynthia Johnson's a really important piece of that. And as a reminder, we're currently publishing the annual chamber directory. So we're finishing up sales on that. If we haven't been able to contact you, and it was difficult contacting everybody. Yes, thank you, Randy. It was difficult because so many were away from their business. If we've missed you, please reach out to us. But mainly, thank you for being part of a newspaper community. Bob Meinecke's been great to send us some good news happenings and encouraging others to send us good news. But we're here. We want to share good news. We want to help people grow business. And it's a really fun industry.